Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to episode 22 of In the Moment Sports Cards. My name is James Hummel, better known as Tops North on Instagram. Thank you for watching. As always, please do hit that subscribe button and like button. I do post my videos after I go live at 3 p.m. Sunday Eastern each week. Of course, this is all about Topps Now, Panini Instant, and Upper Deck game dated cards. If you do watch live, I do post your comments, so please feel free to comment and let me know what you think. Anyway, let's get started. Pretty straightforward week. I'm not going to talk about anything too crazy this week. Nothing to show off in terms of overall collection. Maybe I'll do another theme in another week, but really just talking about mail and the weekend cards, and there was quite a bit. So let's start off with the mail. Let's move that out of the way. Got lots of Panini Instant. They are back in business. I think I mentioned before that Panini Instant really got behind on their production, and from what I understand I think I mentioned it last week, the customer service rep that I talk to on a frequent basis, hopefully not too frequent, but when I have a problem with my order, I reach out to him. He was telling me that the Panini Instant Draft Night sets got to really back them up and put their production behind for multiple things. But I did get 3 orders in this week, and so lots of cards to show off. So first off, we've got the Jason Tatum so this is back in April 30th. Jason Tatum, and out of 131. Mr. LeBron James, now out of the playoffs, out of 178, pretty low for LeBron. LaMelo, Rookie of the Year, are we thinking? I think so. Pretty big print run on there, 1,219. Cole Anthony, another hot rookie from May 1st. And that one was pretty small print run out of 160. We've got Zion, Mr. Zion Williamson. He's definitely showing his strengths in the game. 230 print run. Luka, everyone's all over Luka, obviously. I get another big player coming up. 190. Giannis. Again, another fairly low print run out of 168. RJ Hampton, a rookie card. I think this was maybe the second or third for him for the season. This one was a really low print run of only 83. Isaac Okoro, rookie for the Cavs. And that one was out of 93. Another LaMelo, of course. I think he's got probably about 20% of the set. I should go back and have a look, and that print run was 942. Anthony Edwards, another popular player in the set. Lots of cards for him, rookie. 862. Our third LaMelo. Again, he's got to have about 20% of this set for the season. And this one was out of 934. Second Luka out of this stack. And that one was a print run of 145. Tyrese Maxey. This is probably about his second or third rookie card in the set, and this one was out of 99, just under 3 digits. Killian Hayes, rookie for the Nets. No, not sorry. The Pistons. It looked like New York rookie card, and that one was out of 102. Russell Westbrook. Now, this is an interesting card. Let me show the card first. And the print run was out of 310. So why this was interesting. So the card, Westbrook breaks all-time triple-double record. So similar to a rookie. They've got a rookie card logo. This is the first that I've seen with an RB logo. Sorry, my hand's all making it bright. If you can see it right here, a record-breaking logo. So this is something new. I haven't seen it on any other cards. If anybody knows, I'd have to go back and dig through past Panini instant sets to see if this is the first time they've done this. But thought that was kind of an interesting. And I out of my group orders, no one really wanted it. But I decided to pick up a 5-pack anyway because I thought it was kind of interesting. So that's it for basketball. And lastly, UFC. Jiri. And this again was from way back in May 1st. That print run was pretty healthy, 1,190. Let's see if I can show it off there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that was it for Panini Instant. Lots. I'm sure I'm going to get lots this week because I still have quite a few orders outstanding. Let's move over to baseball. Topps Now baseball. Got some of my Blue Jays cards in. And, of course, I hit a parallel. Thank you, Mr. Springer. Back on the IL, I mean. That one was out of 49. And then Randall Grichuk. And also out of 49. And again, those were out of 5-packs that I picked up. So pretty decent odds. They know I'm a Canadian guy, so give the Canadian guy some parallels. And then over to soccer. 2 more cards. We've got the Robert Lewandowski Bundesliga card. I think I bought this. Well, from what I understand, this is a fairly big player. No parallels in that one. But UEFA Champions League. Mason Mount out of 99. Black parallel. Super stoked to get this one. I've only gotten a couple of the soccer parallel cards so far, but so very happy scoring this one. Looks great. So there we go. That was the mail for this week. Top stuff is slowly rolling in, so hopefully get some more Topps Now cards and obviously Panini cards. All right, so moving over to the week in cards. Pardon me. So we'll move over to here we go. Move over to Panini. Again, playoff time. Nothing too spectacular. Really, only 5 cards this past week. Donovan Mitchell, Joel Embiid, Trae Young. Obviously, very hot. But I think he's in his 3rd season now. The trio for what is that? The Suns? I can't tell. Oh, Jazz. No, Suns. I'm sorry. And then we've got Kawhi Leonard, of course. I only really picked up the Suns card. I thought it was a nice card with the 3 of them on with their jerseys. I really like those jerseys. So, yeah, nothing too big this week. Maybe we'll get some bigger cards from the playoffs this coming week. I think I said that last couple of weeks, but it really hasn't been all that exciting, honestly, for the cards coming out. UFC, there was a big fight this past week, yesterday. So we got another Artist Series card. And then there was a card from last weekend to highlight one of the fights. I really like this Artist Series, especially this one. This looks really nice. This set will look really nice together. I don't know how far they're going to go. Maybe it's just kind of an an ongoing series. I don't think I've seen any kind of information that outlines it's going to be limited to, say, this year, or it's just something that they're going to continue to do. Now, what'll be interesting to see if you're familiar with Project 70, Topps Project 70, one of the artists, Brittany Palmer, from what I understand, she's a UFC ring girl, the ones that carry around the signs to say what round they're in. She's also an artist, like I said, for Project 70, and her art's really nice. I'm interested to see if they're going to tap her to do a Artist Series card for UFC. I doubt she's got anything exclusive with Topps. Someone like Tyson Beck, who also does Project 70 cards and has done Project 2020 cards, and he's done other cards for Topps. He has done cards on his own, kind of a private label card, let's call it, that he sells through his website. And he's done basketball and football players, obviously unlicensed cards. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Brittany Palmer does one of those cards. Hopefully she does, because I really like her artwork. It's pretty interesting. All right, so moving from Panini, we have Upper Deck. Pretty quiet week. There was only 2 cards for Grubauer and Marc-Andre Fleury. Goalies, pretty easy to get. I think they're actually still available. I ended up hitting a gold for both of them, so pretty lucky. And no issues this week. No issues. One thing to note, I had a whole bunch of cards come up to transfer to physical. So again, if you're unfamiliar with the Upper Deck Game Dated Moments e-pack program, they start out as digital cards, pardon me, which you can transfer to physical cards after about, well, at this point, it's probably a good 2 months. They say 4 to 6 weeks, but you're probably closer to 2 months. Anyway, I've had a whole bunch of cards available to transfer to physical cards. So when you do, sorry, let me recap this again. When you do transfer to physical cards, they use ComC. Check out my cards to deal with the distribution and mailing of those cards. So Upper Deck prints them, or they have their manufacturers print them. They ship them off to ComC. If you have a ComC account, you can leave them in your ComC account, or you can have them shipped. Again, this is directly from ComC. But yeah, you've got to wait that period. So I've been hanging on to a bunch of cards, and I finally pulled the trigger and transferred about 29 of my cards to physical. So 2 things, and I think I mentioned this before, and this has to do with ComC. This doesn't have anything to do with Upper Deck, and this is kind of my pain point with this program. ComC, you can have the option to have the cards shipped to you in top loaders. They already come in penny sleeves, no charge, but you can pay like the 34 cents to put them in a top loader. So there was a time for a couple of months where ComC was not giving that option to put them into top loaders. I know that upset quite a few people, not only people that were purchasing Game Dated Moment cards, but also people that were purchasing cards from the ComC website. They didn't have that option. I've seen some kind of horror stories with how those cards were shipped without top loaders. I've seen a couple that were actually damaged, so not good in my opinion. So that's one pain point. But again, they've come back. The top loaders were available. 34 cents, which is per top loader, which is not too bad considering what the prices of top loaders are now from, a regular card shop. It's about right. So that was the first pain point. The second pain point is how long it is going to take me to get these cards in hand. So again, cards that I've been purchasing from January, February, March, April. I had 29 cards transferred to physical. Right now, it says I'm not getting them till October. This is very, very disappointing. I've made this, I've tweeted out to Twitter, or sorry, to Upper Deck. One of their product supervisors, or sorry, product VPs. He's been on a couple of other YouTube shows, Hobby Hotline, and I went on and kind of raised my concern with how long it takes cards to get in hand. Like Topps Now, Panini Instant, okay, granted with the recent issues with getting cards in hand, but like some of these cards earlier in the season, I was getting 2 to 3 weeks after the window, pre-order window. Topps Now, at one point, I was getting Topps Now cards from within a month of ordering them. So having to wait close to, forget the actual purchase of the card, but when they're made available for transfer to physical, and then having them shipped, like we're talking 6 months. That's ridiculous. I should not have to wait 6 months to get physical cards in hand. That's almost as bad as grading with PSA or BGS. So, biggest complaint with Upper Deck, you got to do something about this. You got to get these cards. I know you're doing it through ComC, and I know ComC is backed up, but you really should be prioritizing or working with ComC to get these prioritized. It's not good in my opinion. Anyway, so off my soapbox, we did see a second non-hockey game dated moment card this past week. This particular golfer, Jason Kobrak. Sorry, I can't read that very well, and I should have made it a little bit better. But yeah, a golf card, which I was expecting them to do because of the golfing license that they have now with the PGA and the players. Fairly good card. I got, and again, these are open print runs, unlike the hockey, which are only limited to $4.99. I did purchase 5, and I was lucky enough to hit one of the gold, which I believe is 1 in 10 chances, or 1 in 10 odds to get a gold. Sadly, I've not hit a silver or a photo variation on the first two, which the first one was Trey Lawrence and this particular one. So we'll keep trying. Maybe I'll have to buy on the secondary market. Pardon me. So moving off of Upper Deck to Tops now. Soccer Euro Cup has started up, so we're done with Champions League, we're done with Premier League, we're done with all the European leagues. So they did do for the UEFA Champions League, they did do these kind of best of players, and so these are the 4, what was it, best goalie, best keeper, sorry, not goalie, keeper, most assists, leading scorer, which of course was Erling Haaland, and I ordered that particular card out of the 4 of them. No parallels in these 4 cards, which is fine, but it's Haaland. He's hot, right? And then the other card that I just wanted to point out was this transfer card. So not a trade, in baseball they do trades, but this was a transfer, and it was an off-season card. So it's good. It's interesting to see that they're doing that with the soccer cards too. F1 last weekend was Baku. If you didn't watch the race, you missed a doozy. I've honestly never seen a race in Baku before. Again, I really only came back to F1 last year. I've missed watching F1, following it closely for probably close to 10 years. What a race. It was fantastic. So much drama at the end. Unexpected lead changes, crashes in qualifying. And we ended up with 5 cards. I know there's quite a few cards on this, but you can see there's parallels. But we ended up with 5 cards. I honestly thought we were only going to end up with 3, but we ended up with 5. Sergio Perez, Checo, he won the race. So we got a card for him. Full rainbow, 1 of 1, 1 of 10, and 1 out of 99. Great looking colors. Vettel, who was second on the podium. Sorry, third on the podium. Wait, what was he? I can't remember now. It's third. He was third. We also got a rainbow for him, 1 of 1, 1 out of 10, and 1 out of 99 or 49, 99. And this is the one that I actually really like, which is what they made called the lime green. And as you can see, with the parallels that they've done so far for F1, they've been using, except for the 1 of 1, which is always gold. For the other 2 parallels, they use colors that match the team colors. So being Aston Martin, they went with green, so they went with like a forest green, dark green, which is really close to the Aston Martin colors. And then this lime green. And to be honest, this is the one I'm actually going to go chase. Out of all the parallels that have popped up so far for F1, I think this one is it looks really great, and I'm going to try and chase it down. I hope it's not going to be too expensive on the secondary market if I don't get one. I did end up ordering 10 of both Perez and Vettel each to try and get that parallel. So I'm hoping I do get one, and if I don't, I'm definitely going to go and chase one down on the secondary market. We also ended up with a Pierre Gasly because he was on the podium, and 2 surprise cards. So we ended up with another Yuki Tsunoda for getting points again. So we did get a Repke card, no parallel for that. Bit of a surprise. And then the second one, we got our first F2 card for the season. Vips, and but no parallels with this one. Will be interesting to see what the print runs are on these 2. I have a feeling we're probably going to see a low imprint runs for Formula One from these 2 cards, but you never know. It's Formula One. It's a hot market right now for Formula One cards. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see next week when the windows comes down. Moving over to baseball, there were too many exciting cards this past week. I only really picked these 7 to highlight. I did pick out a couple of Turn Back the Clock cards. The Trout, which was from his draft night from back in, what was that, 2000 and something? I can't remember. So that's a pretty good looking card. And then the Ted Williams. I really like this photo. Really nice photo that highlights him from, what was that, a 3-run home run game. A couple of Blue Jay cards. Robbie Ray had a good outing. Sadly, we did not get a card for Riley Adams, who was catching for Robbie Ray during this game. Robbie Ray had just a phenomenal outing, had like 13 strikeouts for that game, 6 and 7 and 1/3 scoreless shutout innings. But yeah, sadly, we didn't get a Riley Adams for his debut, and he also got a hit in that debut. But I have a feeling it was because they didn't have the rights to get a card from him. And then this card, which just popped up today for Vlad, Kevin Biggio, and Bo Bichette, it was for yesterday's game where they each hit a home run in the game. They're on fire today. It's like 13-3 today. The team's on fire with home runs. They love Boston. Great looking card. Sadly, we did not get an autographed version of it, but that's okay. That's a story for another time. Shohei Ohtani card. We got our first call-up card for the season for Williams with Philadelphia. And then lastly, we got a Tony La Russa card. Now, say what you will about Tony La Russa. He's quite the character. He's really ruffled some feathers this past season, or this season, with some of the comments that were made for one of their players hitting a home run when they were up like 12 runs. It's baseball. Just let them play. But the reason I highlight this card is it's one of very few manager cards that they've had. So it's kind of interesting that we had an umpire card earlier this last week, I think. And now we've had a manager card. And the only manager cards that we've seen have been for the victory parades, for World Series victory parades. So I don't think we've seen any other ones. So kind of an interesting card. Yeah, say what you will about him. And lastly, we had a few autos from this past week. Again, for Luke Williams for Philly, we had both a base auto and then a relic auto of one of the bases from that game. Also had a JT Realmuto from Philly, auto relic, and then DeGrom. The guy is on his way to Cy Young. Like, I know we're only in June, but I doubt, unless he has like some horrible season-ending injury, like he's guaranteed Cy Young. And who knows, maybe even MVP. He's that good right now. But yeah, that was it for autos, and that's really it for the week. Yeah. So thanks for watching, as always. Like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, drop me a comment. If you can't catch me at 3 p.m. every Sunday, I do post my videos on my YouTube page, so please do go and watch. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Let me know what you'd like to see. And that's it. So thanks very much. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.